Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and for anybody who might be new here, because I have a feeling there's probably going to be a lot of new viewers on this video. Hi, my name is Kelsey. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Please hit subscribe, okay? Anyways, today we're going to be doing a full face first impressions on gas station makeup. Yes, you heard that right. 7-Eleven within the past week, I think, launched their own beauty line. I don't know how I feel about it. Everything is supposed to be under $5. I spent around $50 at 7-Eleven today on a ton to do a full face first impressions for you guys because I want to know what's good. I guess the idea is supposed to be like when you run to get gas or something, if you need like a touch up, you could pick something up, or it could just be that gas stations want to, I don't know, have makeup now just because they want makeup everywhere. I don't know. But we're going to see if it's any good, and then I guess we'll assess the situation after that. So I'm obviously going to show you all the products separately, but I want to show you the outer packaging first just so that you can see it kind of, it's consistent. All of the packaging is pretty similar. It's called Simply Me Beauty. It's got like black and gold packaging. I'm not a huge fan of the gold. I just feel like it looks a little bit cheap. But whatever, something that is unique about this packaging is that it's kind of like they double layer. So they put their product in like a plastic slip and then they put it in. That's how they package their stuff. So when you feel it, it feels a little bit thicker. So I guess if like you're running to the gas station and you like quickly buy your makeup and you throw it in the back seat, it will survive. It's so weird to read the back of a makeup box and have it say distributed by 7-Eleven Incorporated. They have cute little things on the back of their products too. Like it's like whether you're looking for a subdued yet dynamic look for the office or a smoky eye for nighttime, this palette of neutrals can adapt to any level of chic and glamour. Feisty. So this isn't even all of the makeup. This is just as much as I can fit in my hands. I have a whole lot to do a full face, so I'm just gonna go through them as we put them on our face. I feel like there's no reason to like show you everything and then show it to you again. So I'll just show you each product as we come to it, all right? And everything is like double taped too. It's like they're trying to prevent that gas station theft, you know what I mean? The first product that I'm gonna be using is the Simply Me Beauty Brow Powder and Wax in the shade Light. It says, add boldness to your brows with this complimentary duo. Use the luxurious powder to fill in sparse areas and add dimension, and use the wax to secure your beautiful look all day long. So this may turn out to be a little bit light for my brows, but we're going to go in with our little mini brow brush, and we're going to see what we can do. Of course, already it's really difficult to get a grip on this little brush. I'm going to start by just kind of lining the bottom of my brow. Wow. That was a lot of pigment for one swipe. So far, it's giving a lot of pigment with just a small amount of product. It is a little difficult to hold this tiny brush, but I think on the go, this would be absolutely acceptable. So with the powder, this is kind of the best brow I can get, and as usual with brow powders, it's a little bit of a fuzzy brow, whereas I usually prefer a pomade so I can get like a nice sharp brow, but we will try our best to kind of clean this up with concealer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with the same brush and I'm going to dip it into the wax, and I'm going to see what this does on my brows. Okay, so the wax really helped clean this brow up. It looks way less feathery, way more kind of like sharp and put together. I covered this brow because don't mind this brow. This is my bad brow. We're going to clean that up with concealer. This brow always gives me trouble. But putting that wax on there, it doesn't feel too hard, but it definitely feels like it's going to help hold my brows in place. So my overall impressions on the brow product, I actually really like it. Again, all of these products are under $5. Can't remember exactly how much each one was, so I will have the price pop up on the screen, and I will also leave it linked down below. But I really like this product. I like how it comes with a brush, because for those of you who might be trying out a powder or a wax for the first time from a pencil, you might not have a brush at home. So even though I don't recommend this to do your brows every day because it's tiny, I could feel my fingers starting to cramp up, but it's fine for on the go, and it's fine for maybe, you know, until you can get like a full-size brush. It has pigment, it has a powder and a wax, so it's got everything that you need, and for under $5, honestly, this is a great starter brow product. Or honestly, it's pretty good. So we're going to grab the concealer. Obviously, we'll be putting this on our face later, but I'm going to use it to kind of sculpt my brows right now. So this is the High Def Concealer in the shade Light, and it just says it disguises blemishes, scars, dark spots, and other imperfections. It's luxuriously creamy, it blends well, and your complexion will appear even-toned and flawless. So the packaging of this concealer is like It's probably plastic, but it feels like glass. It actually feels and looks pretty nice. I was actually really, really impressed with it. It's just kind of like matte black with the glass effect, and I really like it. For those of you who are like wondering about brushes, I did not get any brushes from the collection. They only had like blush, contour, and one eyeshadow brush. They didn't have, you know, and they were all just like a couple bucks. They're probably like, you know, like e.l.f. quality. So I am just gonna pick up a little bit of this on a flat brush, and we're gonna carve out our brows. It looks like this product a little bit is gonna go a long way. Okay, so it did a decent job of carving out my brow, but the real test is going to be later when we use this on our face, obviously. So we're actually going to move on to eyes next. So the first thing that I am going to want to do is take this concealer, and I'm going to use this with a setting powder from the brand to like prime my eyes. So what I'm going to do is take this little beauty blender, which is also by 7-Eleven, and I wanted to show you the beauty blender before I get it wet because look at how tiny it is, you guys. This is a regular dry beauty blender, and this is the 7-Eleven one. So you can see it's very tiny. Also, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but it's a little bit fuzzy. It looks as if you could scratch it and like, yeah, stuff is like kind of flying off a little bit. Okay, so I think it might have gotten a tiny bit bigger, but I'm not the biggest fan of this. It's not that squishy. It's pretty dense and it's pretty small. So I'm just taking some of this concealer on my lids as a primer. It's kind of harsh on my eyeball because this thing is so hard, it kind of hurts. And that concealer disappeared real quick, and I feel like it does not have very good coverage. Which, mind you, the package on the Beauty Blender was like, oh, full coverage, light coverage? This Beauty Blender has got you. It does not got me. So the concealer doesn't actually look too terrible. It's covering some of my veins. It's a really good match for my skin tone, I think. Maybe a little bit too dark. I actually am going to put on one more layer. No, it does not seem to be a great concealer. It seems a little bit, like, gluey. Okay, we'll know more when we try that on our face later, but I am not a fan of that so far. So to set that down, I've got the Simply Me Beauty Translucent All Shades Matte Powder. It is just kind of like, I mean, it looks like it's a light tan color, and then if you flip it up underneath, it has a little powder sponge and a mirror in it. I never use these things, but it's good to have on the go, again, and it does have that little mirror in it, which is nice on the go. It has a little bit of a smell to it. It has like a kind of a nice smell to it. So for eyeshadows, they just have what looks like shimmer bricks from Bobbi Brown or from Physicians Formula. The one that I got is in the shade Tones, and it's like a bronze neutral. I figured I would grab that because it'd be really easy to create, I don't know, kind of a look with this. And you could use that as a bronzer if you want, maybe. Because now that I look at it up close, they do look like matte shades. I'm actually just gonna stick my fingers in, and here are the shades swatched on my hand. Wow, that actually looks pretty decent. So first I'm going to take the shade here on the bottom, or technically the top. I'm just holding it upside down. And you can see it's got a decent amount of pigment on the brush. Ooh, a lot of fallout. Now the shade is very similar to my skin tone, so I'm not expecting much. It feels very, very soft on the lid. Very soft. I'm actually kind of wiping this all over my lid because it is so light. So I'm going to go in with the next darkest shade, which is a little bit of like a cool toned brown. And I'm going to start low because I'm a little scared. Oh, okay, it seems to be a very light wash. So I'm going to start sweeping this into the outer corner. Okay, I actually like this, you guys, because I prefer shadows that give me like a light wash of color. I would rather build it up than have trouble blending. I'm going in with the next darkest shade. I'll be a little bit more careful with this because this one's a bit darker. And I'm just going to darken it up. I'm going in with the shade that's at the bottom of the palette. And I'm going to put this all over my lid. It's just kind of like an orangey bronze shade. It might have a tiny hint of shimmer in it. I think that this is a really, really beautiful, clean, neutral look. I'm impressed. So what I'm moving on to next is the Liquid Felt Tip Eyeliner in black. And it just says, create the perfect cat eye or intensify your nighttime intrigue with this long-lasting eyeliner. This ultra dark eyeliner is easy to use and extremely smooth as it applies. I like the packaging of this. It's very simple, very sleek, and I'm excited. It looks like it's got a nice point on it, so we're gonna see what it can do. Okay, so this is a beautiful eyeliner. It's very, very black, very matte. The only thing, I use a liquid liner because I'm the kind of person, I would rather give up my control and take a nice long liquid liner and just go whoop. Because with these felt tips, you have a lot of control because they're a little bit more dry, a little bit harder and less flexible, but that also means you don't get that nice swoop. It's kind of like, so it's a little bit harder to get that nice clean swoop, but it's a nice eyeliner. For those of you who like felt tips, this is definitely worth it. I'm really impressed with the liner, you guys. I definitely recommend that one. It's really, really good. Again, it's easy to control. You just kind of got to go slow with it and figure out how to play around to avoid that like effect, like skidding. Is that what we can call it? Skidding effect. Okay, so next we're going to be putting on dramatic faux lashes. That's exactly what they're called. They did have a couple of styles of lashes, and hopefully this is the name of mine. It just says dramatic faux lashes, and this is what they look like. They look really good. They have a nice thin lash band. It looks just like Ardell, and it does come with a mini glue. So again, if this is on the go and you're in an emergency, you're all set. You guys, the lashes look so good. I had to take a minute to let my battery charge and put some freaking lip mask on my crusty lips. You guys have probably been staring at the whole time. These lashes were so easy to put on. They're so natural looking. They're so wispy. Let me see if I can like zoom in. You guys see? So the next product that I have is the Simply Me Beauty BB Cream. Now I will say one thing, if you don't save your packaging, there is like no information on the back. None of these products have any information on the back, just like their weight and like stuff like that, but no descriptions unless it's on the packaging. So I'm going to shake it up a little bit. My original plan was to use this as like a primer because it's a BB cream and I need full coverage. But I think I got it a little bit too dark. I got mine in the shade medium. I probably should have gotten light, but yeah. I should have gotten light. That's my own bad. But like, it really looks like it has much more coverage than a regular BB cream. Like, it's very, very matte. That looks beautiful. This, I feel like when I'm in the summer, when I'm in this shade, I think this is going to be stunning. It's obviously not full coverage, as you can see my like little beauty marks through it. But honestly, just from my first impression of putting this on my face, yeah, definitely not full coverage. So I guess I see why it's called a BB cream. But what I do wish, I wish it didn't feel so thick, because it does feel kind of thick for something that's not full coverage. I think that when we have a BB cream, if it's not full coverage, we want it to feel weightless, and this does feel like more of a foundation. So it's really unfortunate that I couldn't use that. That's like the thing I was probably most excited about. But again, it really seems like a I don't know, like a baby foundation. Oh, and something I should mention is that they only had 3 shades in foundation, light, medium, and dark. So it's not the greatest shade range, obviously, but I don't know what else you could really expect from a gas station brand and a brand that literally just launched. Okay, it is officially time to test our concealer on our face. I am really scared. I might have to, like, not use this. Oh, I just dropped it. I'm gonna put it on, like, maybe I'll go a little sparse just in case it's, like, terrible. And then I can always put more on. Okay. It doesn't seem to be giving me much coverage. I'll put more on because it doesn't seem like it's going to ruin my makeup. When you put it on, it seems like a really nice creamy concealer. But when you blend it out, do you guys see it's almost like just disappearing? Like it just disappears so fast. I don't know. Maybe this thing's soaking it up. This has a little bit of a scent to it. It literally smells like when you were little and you would go into like your mom's like drawers underneath the sink and like smell stuff. This is what one of those products would smell like. I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge, which is not even wet, but it might be a little wet from like the last time I used it. And I'm going to see if this does a better job of blending. So I think the beauty blender that comes with the brand is a little sucky, but I definitely... This concealer is not the worst concealer in the world. I have tried worse from, like, the dollar websites and stuff, the concealers are really, really bad. This is not terrible. Like, this is definitely something that you could use. It's just that it doesn't give you that much coverage. So what I'm going to do is go in with the translucent powder again, which I think is more of like a light face powder. I'm going to set underneath my eyes, and hopefully this gives me a little bit more coverage. This is more peachy, and I'm more yellow, but I'm going to put it all over my face. Again, they all have that kind of similar smell. I kind of like it. It's a little bit nostalgic for me. It like reminds me of like going through beauty products when I was younger. I like the smell. Kind of smells like grandma products, but I kind of like it. This powder is really mattifying, and it adds coverage to your face for sure. Unless maybe it's just a beautifying translucent powder, but I can definitely see a difference on my skin. My skin looks more flawless and airbrushed when I put this powder on, for sure. So before anything else, I'm going to finish the eyes. I'm going to go in with the darkest brown in the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to line my lower lash line. Whoa, where did that pigment come from? Wow, that looks really nice. And that's not anything left over from the brush either. That is really from this palette. I don't know how we got that much pigment. So the next product we have is the Simply Me Beauty Volume and Length Mascara in black. It says add volume, length, and flirty appeal to your lashes so you can bat away. This mascara lifts your lashes so they appear long, curled, and absolutely gorgeous. Now the wand on this looks really, really promising. It's long, it's thin, it's extremely flexible, and it even has, like, I don't know if you guys can see, it has those points. Do you guys see those points that it has on the tip? Like, how sweet is that? That's so you can get, like, the outside, the inside. Like, oh my gosh, this looks like it should be a $10 mascara. So let's see what it can do. Now, I do have the false lashes on, but I can immediately tell that it's a great lengthening mascara. It's not clumping up anything at all. This mascara did really good for my bottom lashes, you guys. The next product that I have is the Simply Me Beauty Radiant Highlighter. And I believe they had different shades of this. They also had blushes. I did not get any blush because I don't really wear blush. It just says instantly add beautiful luminosity to your complexion with this highlighter that delivers a glowing sheen. A few sweeps is all it takes for a natural radiance. So you guys, my card got full. I had to delete some stuff. This video's taking a while. But anyways, these are really beautiful sheens. They look more like a glow powder, which I'm actually kind of excited for. So let me go ahead and take my highlight brush. I'm going to take a combination of both. Oh, and when you go in with your brush, there is a lot of fallout. I can see a little bit of sheen. Can you guys see it? Oh yeah. It's a really nice, subtle glow. I like it. I think I'm actually going to go with more of the peach just because I want a little bit of color to it. And the yellow just seems to blend in with my skin. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, but I'm pretty sure we're on our last product, which is, oh gosh, do I have the package? This is the lip crayon in the shade Scarlet. It says naturally protect and seal in moisture while providing a pop of flirtatious color to your lips. With this luxurious lip crayon, they're long-wearing, creamy crayons in bold, timeless colors for every season. So I got red because I feel like you cannot go wrong with red. Again, it's just like a chubby little crayon. I like the packaging. Very cute, very simple. They do sell regular lipsticks, but I figured I wanted to try the crayon. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a red lip liner first. Oh, wow. Very pigmented, clearly. It glides on so easily. Okay, it's definitely extremely moisturizing. Very creamy. You can even see it's like getting a little bit of a dent in it from putting it on my lips. It has a beautiful sheen to it. Can you guys see? Beautiful, like satin finish, very moisturizing. All right, you guys, I am extremely impressed with the 7-Eleven beauty line. It literally gets a huge thumbs up from me. I think this is good. I guess for people who are on the go or whatever, but in general, I think that this is a great cheap makeup brand for people to start considering when they consider drugstore makeup. Everything's under $5. I have a great experience with it. The products are really good for the price. So I really recommend for those of you with like a lower budget, or if you're just trying to try something new and you don't want to spend a lot, to try out this brand because I had a really good experience with it. Lots of pigmentation, easy blendability, the liner was great, mascara, the lashes, really impressed with the lashes, the lip color, extremely pigmented and moisturizing. I am very, very impressed. The concealer was a little bit like unnecessary, but for those of you who are on a budget, you can definitely get away with this concealer. It's not full coverage, but it did a decent job of covering my under eye bags. And my face feels so soft using that translucent powder. It feels so good and so soft. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up for me and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of gas station makeup. Alright, I gotta stop rambling. If you have any questions, leave them for me down below. Whew. Go watch some more of my videos. Okay, bye.